Hello, hello. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Sainsy93, and tonight we are in the USA of Miami for the Tier 2 Round 2 race. So, your current leader who won the first race of Tier 2, it is F1 Viva. Can he make it 2 wins in a row? P2 went to Hybrid, who is also racing tonight. I believe. Yes, Hybrid is there. P3 was King Kong. Unfortunately, he is not racing, so that will affect him. He will be going down the leaderboard. But so I'm just going to have a quick look at how last week's race went. So Viva was P1 and he won by nearly 5 seconds in the end. It's a great lap, great day for him because not only did he win, he got fastest lap. He did not get P1 though in qualifying. That went to Filthy Ghost, who DNF'd. So can he do anything tonight? Is he racing tonight? Yes, he is. Filthy Ghost is racing. So can he make it 2 poles in a row and hopefully improve with his race? We will find out. So I believe we have about 15 drivers. I think everyone has joined now because on the attendance it wasn't actually 15 people. So, which is good. It means we got a few more people tonight. Beaver's just said something on there. Twitch, he said, feeling sick, so please don't expect too much. Salty Stevens, Hybrid, Panther, and Ghost all quick. Yeah, I know. There is some very, very quick drivers in Tier 2. But you never know, Viva. Unless you don't really like this track. I know you're feeling sick as well, but you never know. So it is going to be a short qualifying tonight, followed by a 29-lap race. There's quite a few places to overtake as well on Miami. You need to have a good pace down the straight because there is 2 big straights. So it'll be interesting to see how people will set up their cars. And Viva says worried people will go very low wings. Yeah, I do agree. If they can try and keep it on, if they can try and go around the corners with enough pace, they will definitely try and go for the low wings to get that straight line speed. It'll be interesting to see what everyone does. But again, we have got 15 drivers tonight, and I will go through them shortly for you. SR Racing says, up goes my stress level once again. So, let me go through the grid tonight. So, like I said, there is 15 drivers tonight for Tier 2 at Miami. We have got Mr. Potwash in the McLaren. Then we've got Sorty Stevens in the Mercedes. We've got SFR Energy Dan in the Haas. We've got Joe Cree in the Mercedes. In the Ferrari, sorry. We've got Black Panther. In the Red Bull, sorry. We've got Filthy Ghost, who did, like I said, got pole last week, but did DNF in the race. So let's hope he can improve in the race, because he's obviously got some great pace in that Red Bull. Hybrid is in the Aston Martin. Viva is in the AlphaTauri. Can he make it 2 race wins in a row? We've got SR Racing in the Haas. Pro Beast is in the AlphaTauri. And then we've got Christie in the McLaren. Gandalf is in the Alfa Romeo. WBA Brewdog is in the Ferrari. Angry Badger is in the in the Aston Martin. And lastly, we've got Algari in the Alpine. SR Racing says Tier 3 driver competing in Tier 2 is a lot on a driver. Yeah, but you can just enjoy yourself. Just enjoy being out there. Try and see what they do different to us lot. Because hopefully in the future you could be in Tier 2 possibly. Miami is a tough one, especially if you don't get the setup right. You can really struggle, but we're going to go. Unfortunately, everyone is out on an out lap at the moment. Try and just find someone who's about to start their lap. So Gandalf has just started his lap. We're going to stay on board with Gandalf. Let's see what he can do. We're going to go on board with him actually. We're going to watch this lap because he's going to be the first one to cross the start finish line. And we're going to go on board with him right now. Gandalf, I do apologise if you're watching and I'll put you off. But we're going to stay on board with you, especially just for Sector 1. So your Sector 1 is a 30.4. He has got a car in front. He has moved out of the way, so that will not affect him. There is yellow flags in Sector 3, but I'm sure it's a person slowing down for someone in the way. Okay, Gandalf through the tight part of the track here. Oh, it took him a while to get on the gas there. And he does invalidate. Let's go to Filthy Ghost, who, like I said, was pole last week. What can he do in Miami? He won't be happy with that part. We're going to go to Black Panther in the Ferrari. He's done another outlap, it looks like. So we're trying to find someone who's actually going to cross the line. It's been a bit tough, this. There must be someone closer. As SFR Energy Dan is set to 129.3. Well, let's go to Viva as Filthy Ghost has set the fast stat of 128.9. We're going to stay with Viva here. Angry Badger sets a 129.4. So Filthy Ghost at the moment is pole. Mr. Potwash crosses the line of 129.6. What can Viva do? Will he beat a 128.9? As Salty Stevens now sets the quickest lap of 1:28.4. And Viva crosses the line of 1:28.7. So the top three are Salty Stevens, Viva and Filthy Ghost. Let's go down to John Cree, who looks like he is lagging a bit, but he's going to say a 1:29.7. As Black Panther now goes quicker as a 1:28.1. That another outlap has really, really benefited him. And he's set a 1:28.1. Very close to the 1:27s. Let's watch Christie here, who I believe is probably the only person on a lap right now, unless Racing is having another go. As he is having another go. So SR Racing will be the next person. And he is nearly 2.5 seconds quicker than his previous lap. So what can he do? Currently in P10. SR Racing is going to cross the line, and it's going to be a 1:29.4, which puts him P7. A tier 3 driver, as he said in the chat. P7 is a great start for him. Let's go down to Christie, who's set to sector 2. He's obviously doing another outlap. But he will be the next person, I believe, to cross the line. So we will wait to see what Christie does here. ERS is started, and he starts his flying lap now. John Cree has left the session. Hopefully someone can invite him back. I will have a quick look if he is on the Xbox, but I haven't seen him on my game, so unfortunately not. So at the moment, Black Panther is P1 with a 1:28.1. What will Christie do here in Sector 2? He is going to be on a 1:04.4. He's 18 seconds quicker, but not going to be good enough at the moment. What can he do in the last sector? So Christie's going to cross the line, and it's going to be a 1:30.0. Puts him P11. Let's go to Pro Beast in the AlphaTauri. Pro Beast, of course, is another Tier 3 driver. So what can he do competing in Tier 2 tonight? As Pro Beast is going to cross the line, and it's going to be a 1:29.9, which puts him P11. Brewdog has gone on a set of mediums, and he just set a 1:31.0. So has he had not enough time to practice? He's trying to get a few laps on these mediums possibly. Let's go to Gandalf. He is going to cross the line, and it's going to be a 1:28.9, puts him P6. And then the only person not to sell time is Algari, who is currently on the track. He is currently doing a lap, and his first sector is a 30.2. Let's go up to Black Panther just in case. So he's in sector 1. We won't follow him at the moment. Viva is 9 seconds, so he must have had a problem. Let's go to... Sorry guys about this. We're going to go to Brewdog because he's going to be the next one to cross that line. Or will he be coming into the pits here? He's obviously going to be... As he does come into the pits, I'm really surprised he went on that set of mediums. Algari now, next person to cross that line. And he is going to set a... As he gets the DRS right at the end. And it's going to be a 128.5. Puts in P3. Great lap from Algari in the Alpine. Nice to see, as I am another Alpine driver. So it's good to see. Let's stay. As Black Panther is the first driver to go in the 127s. A 127.7. He is about 6 or 7 tenths quicker at the moment than Sorty Stevens. Sorty Stevens looks like he's going to set a quicker time, but I don't think it's going to be good enough. It's not going to be good enough to get into the 127s, I don't think. Let's see. It's going to be a 128.3. That's a great lap from Black Panther there. A 127.7. Wow. At the moment, he's in a league of his own. Let's go to... We're going to go with Angry Badger. But he is currently in Sector 1. But what a great lap from Black Panther. 127.7. As Angry Badger is a 10.5 down on his previous time. Let's hope he can keep on improving into the second sector. As his second sector is a 10th up, unfortunately. He did just lose it into that corner. We're going to stick with him to the end just to see if he can improve, but unfortunately I don't think he's going to be able to. And then in a second we will go to Hybrid or to Mr. Potwash, I believe. See what they are doing on the track as he does come into the pits. Hybrid is not setting a lap at the moment, so let's go to Mr. Potwash, who is coming into the pits as well. Let's go to Joe Cree. Anarchy Owl Gaming. Was that a yawn mid-sentence? Yeah, it was. I was trying not to get everyone to realise it, but I'm guessing everyone did. Good evening, though. So, guys, who do you think is going to get pole? And who do you think is going to be the race winner tonight? Please let me know. So, Joe Cree is... His connection is not great tonight. He must be really struggling. As SR Racing is going quicker once again. He's a 10th up on his previous time. Let's see if anyone is closer to the end. Energy Dan is, but he is going slower. So let's go down to Brewdog, see where he is on the track. So he is in Sector 3 right now. Brewdog is going to cross the line, and it is going to be a 128.8. 0.9. It puts him P8 ahead of Hybrid. Black Panther. Is this going to be my first pole since F1 2019? Oh, God. Well, I really hope you do get pole now, because that's a long time in the making. And Anarchy says, I think Black Panther might get pole, but Salty might take the win. Yeah, it'd be a good race between the two of them, I think. It'd be interesting what setups they both have. I'm hoping there'll be some good battling at the front, because Black Panther is quite ahead, but the next... So any second to 8 are separated by about half a second, so it's great racing. As Brewdog did just unfortunately lose it, but I think he is coming to the pits anyway. Let's go to Joe 3, but he is going slower, so I don't think he will be crossing the line. And good evening, Doug. And he said, come on, Potwash and Christy. Yeah, Potwash currently P12 and Christy P15, unfortunately. There's only a 1 minute 41, so Christy will not improve on his lap. That will be him in P15. Let's go to... Is anyone on a lap at the moment? Gandalf is, and he is going quicker by only 0.030. So at the moment, he will be going above Filthy Ghost, but only just, and he has to have a good last sector here to do that. Let's see what Gandalf can do. He's going to cross the line. It's a 28.7. Puts him P5. He not only goes past Filthy Ghost, but he actually goes past Energy Dan as well. Great lap from Gandalf. Puts him up to P5. Black Panther's actually come out for another lap. Can he improve on a 127.7? I can't see anyone beating it, so I'm surprised he came out, but I'm sure he just wants that pole. He's currently 0.070 up. So he's currently pretty much on the same lap. Can he get any better than a 127.7? As he is going to cross the line, and he is going to get a 127.8. Just a tiny bit slower. What can Salty Stevens do? Currently he is up on his time. Algari, I'm not sure what his sector 1 was. Let's see what he can do in P3 at the moment. Is anyone up the top nearer? Let's go to Energy Dan, who is in sector 1, so we're not going to watch him at the moment. Let's stick with Algari. He is a half a second up, so he will not be improving on his lap time. Viva, he's 4 tenths up on his time at the moment. What can he do in sector 2? He is going to be... He's half a second up. Viva, at the moment, he is half a second up on his time. So he will be going into the top 3 at the moment. But he has to have a good last sector. Can he do it? Let's stick with Viva. As Salty Stevens can't improve, and he will stay P2. As Viva has gone P2, a 128.1. Viva takes the front row with Black Panther. Viva will start P2 unless Energy Dan can do something about it. He is quicker by only just a tenth or so, and he did slow down, unfortunately, at the end. And that is your grid. So on the front row, person who has taken pole for the first time since 2019, it is Black Panther. It was a great lap. He's the only driver to get into the 127, so well done, Black Panther. Fully deserved. Viva, I thought you said you were sick. P2? Great lap from Viva. Right at the sudden death, and he does improve. He was P4, goes up to P2. Salty Stevens is P3 in the Mercedes. P4 is Algari. P5 is Gandalf. 6th is Energy Dan. 7th is Pro Beast, who is a tier 3 driver. I believe. I'm sure he's now tier 3 thing. 8th is Filthy Ghost. 9th is Brewdog. And another tier 3 driver is SR Racing. Guys, I think you could be in the wrong tier. Maybe tier 2's waiting for you. And Black Panther says, damn, pole? Yep, and fully deserved. Okay, we're just going to have a few minutes break. I'm just going to get myself a drink and I will be back. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, I am back. So I wonder what everyone's tyre pressures are. Will there be any rain? I doubt there'll be rain in Miami, but who knows? I'm not sure what the weather forecast is looking like. If anyone can tell me in the chat, then that'd be greatly appreciated. It does look a bit cloudy on my screen. As SR Racing says, my anxiety wouldn't handle it being in this tier full time. And Viva tells me it will be dry throughout, so it'd be interesting if anyone will go for a hard to medium, or maybe people will go for a soft to hard or something like that to try and change it up. Or people might go for a 2-stopper. I very much doubt it. I'm sure it'll be a 1-stop for most people. Black Panther says, sun gonna shine around the middle. But then again, he is in a Ferrari. Yeah. It's probably gonna rain down there, Black Panther. As yours sincerely says, let's go Merc boys. Good luck tonight, Mercedes. I think I know one is in P3. I'm not sure where the other one finished. But I do know that Salty Stevens did finish P3. I can actually have a quick look on the race directory. I don't want to tell people's tyres though, so I don't actually want to look at that, to be honest. Just in case people... Hopefully I wasn't there too long for people to see. I'll just wait to see when we get underway. So tonight, it's going to be an interesting race. It's all going to be down to who can keep their tyres the freshest for the longest and who's got that straight line speed to actually overtake. If Black Panther can stay at the front at the start of the race, got a great chance of getting away, but it's going to be an interesting race. So once again, I know we have got 15 drivers tonight for Tier 2. So, and there is a few Tier 3 drivers who have healed for their teammates, which will help in the constructors. I'm sure we will get away as soon as when Mrs. P or Mr. P tell us we can go. And actually it's Merckx who's controlling tonight, and he has said, everyone, ready up. And also, there is no formation lap, so we will be going straight into the race. I repeat, there is no formation lap. So please be ready to race once we are underway. As we have 4 lights, we have 5 lights, and we are under. Are we underway? My car's stuck, and there's a safety car. I'm not sure what's happened here, guys. I have no idea why a safety car's come out. And I'm guessing there could be Okay, now Sooty Stevens to overtake. I'm guessing there's going to be a red flag because I have no idea what's going on here. Sooty Stevens has taken P1 as well. I'm guessing there's going to be a... I'd be surprised if there is not a red flag here. Because Black Panther's taken the lead and we started under a safety car. I will let you guys know if I hear anything. Haven't heard anything from the... yeah, Merckx has said red flag, so we will be restarting the race. Please be aware that we are no longer racing in this, and people will need to leave the lobby, and Mr. Poem or Merckx will invite you again. So unfortunately we have had to have a red flag, and there is carnage because everyone's decided they wanted to become crash dummies. Okay, well, we'll quit and we sure we'll get this sorted out. So yeah, I raced last night and I had a few problems. So I'm not sure if it's the game or we just had an unlucky start. But again, if you could join from Mr. Poem or Mercs, I'm sure they can get it sorted out. So we've currently got 11 drivers, I believe. So we're still waiting for 4 drivers. Please, if you can join from Mr. Poem, or if you're having problems, please write into the Discord. So we've got 12 drivers. We're still waiting for 3. As ProBeast has joined now, so we're just waiting for 2. I believe one is John Cree because he's just right in the lounge, and the other one is. Mm, So once John Cree is in, that will be all of them. So hopefully. Against Again, once we are underway, please do not ready up because people will need to do their setups again. So please do wait until Mercs or Mr. Poem, whoever sets it up, does tell you to ready up. Otherwise, we will just have another problem. As I believe everyone is in now, so um, the team will just be setting up the grid again, just to put everyone in their allotted spaces. As everyone, Mr. Poem is saying to ready up. So if you can, everyone, if you are listening, please ready up. Because we are about to go underway, and please do not ready up when we get onto the grid. Remember, do your setups, and please be aware you need to use the same tyre. Do not try and change because we do have a picture of that. So if you get your setups ready, and Mercs will tell you when to start. The last, unfortunately, the race was red flagged, but Mr. Poem did say Sector 1 could be messy. Yeah, that first corner in normal conditions, because there won't be a safety car, it will get very messy. And he says he hates Miami, which is interesting. I think if you have the wrong setup, you can hate Miami. It is tough. And Vitality said Gandalf to get his first podium. And Usama Wrestler said Alfa Romeo goated. So do you think Ferrari will be able to win tonight? Or do you think the AlphaTauri of F1 Viva will be able to do something about it? Will the Mercedes come from P3 to win? It's going to be a very, very interesting race. Yeah, I can't remember what everyone's tyres were, but it'd be interesting to see when we do start to see what they were on. As Mr. Poem and Doug having a bit of a lover's tiff on the Twitch stream. Hope you guys kiss and make up. And Black Panther says, Forza Ferrari. Good luck tonight, Black Panther. I hope you can get not only get your first pole since 2019, but who knows when you've got your last race win. Probably 2012 on F1. So I'm sure we'll be getting underway very shortly. Black Panther's last race win was F1 21, so not as long as the pole. Abu Dhabi. And again, everyone, just remember to use the same tyres. Because as Mercs and as everyone says, they will be checked after the race. So on my screen as well, it looks a lot sunnier this time. Not as many clouds I've noticed as well while waiting for us to ready up. So that might affect the race. Obviously, people can not change their tyre strategies, but it does look a lot brighter. But it could get cloudier later on, possibly. So, we have got 3 lights. We have got 4 lights. We've got 5. And lights are out. And are we underway? We are underway. Black Panther has a really good start. He is still P1. Fever keeps P2. Just get cut a bit. And Sweet Stevens is right behind Viva now for P2. Can Viva keep hold of P2? They're side by side, it looks like. But Viva does have the better line and he will keep P2. Black Panther's already got a 9/10 lead. Let me just put the details on for you. There we go. So, we have got Black Panther and Viva both are on the hards. Then, Salty Stevens, Algari, Gandalf and Brewdog are all on mediums. Energy Dan is on the second hards. Hybrid, Potwash and Filthy Ghost are on mediums. Angry Badger on the softs. Racing is on hards. John Gree on softs. And the last two, Christy and Provis, both on mediums. That is what the possible race strategies are today. I'm sure most of them will go. And there is a safety car. I'm not too sure what's happened here for a safety car. Who has got damage? Joe Green looks like he's got front wing damage. He's lost his entire front wing, so he will be coming in this lap. Let's look at the position changes on the first lap. So Pro Beast is down 8 places. It's a terrible start from Pro Beast. Down 8. SR Racing is down 2. Filthy Ghost is down to P10. Down 2 places. And Energy Dan is down 1. But the top 5 have all stayed the same. There is no movement in the top 5. As the group will catch up to the safety car. I'm surprised there was a safety car just for a bit of front wing damage. Filthy Ghost and John Cree are both in with both front wing damages, I think. Let's see what tyres they have gone on to. They have both gone for a set of softs, it looks like. Which is a very interesting move. So both of them are on a set of softs. But Black Panther keeps the lead in lap 1. He had a really good start as well at the race start. He didn't really have to defend at all into corner 1. And I'd like to say, everyone, that was really good in corner 1. I know there's a few people with front wing damage, but I didn't see anything in turn 1 to make that happen. As the back of the field is catching up to the safety car. Hopefully it will be in this lap, because it looks like everyone has pretty much caught up. Joe Gree is the last person. He's only 3 seconds away. So hopefully the safety car will be in this lap, because no one really wants to watch a group of people driving around in a safety car. So hopefully the safety car will be in this lap, but I think it probably might be another lap. Looks like it is going to be, because it'll be a really late save. But it's not. Yeah, it's going to be going round once again. So we will stay with the safety car for another lap. But like I said, the top 5, there is no movement, which will please Black Panther and Viva, because keeping first and second on a lap of tyre hards is really impressive, because the hards take a lot longer to warm up. So to keep Salty Stevens and Algari and Gandalf behind you, really, really impressive. As Joe Cree has retired from the session. He is out. I'm pretty sure he retired into the pits. Yes, he did. So Joe Cree is retired from the session. He will not be getting any points tonight in the Mercedes. So Filthy Ghost is now P14. He had to pit on the first lap, so he will be looking to get a few places in the next few laps. Unfortunately, Filthy Ghost has not had a great race last week, and he's not having a great race this week. Can he do anything to improve? Because he's obviously got the pace, because he got P1 in Holland, in the Netherlands. So he's obviously got great pace in Tier 2, but unfortunately in the race he can't do the same. So safety car will surely be in this lap. Black Panther and Viva will be looking to get their tyre pressures as quickly up as they can, because their tyres will take a lot longer to get up to temperature. As Black Panther is holding up the pack now, letting the safety car go into the pits. He will keep this group held up as long as he can. We'll be interested to see when he will go. When will he be able to look for a gap and go? That is the question. He's still waiting. When will he be able to go? He's I think he's gone. He's gone. But Viva, he's had a really good start as well. And he's only 2 tenths behind Black Panther. Black Panther does keep the lead though, and Viva keeps P2. Salty Stevens P3. There is still no movement. Let's go down to Brewdog, who is about to be overtaken by Energy Dan on the hards. Brewdog has now lost out to Energy Dan. Let's go up to Algari, who's was really close to Salty Stevens, but he must have just lost it. The top 3 are really close here. Salty Stevens on them mediums will be trying to get past these 2, both on the hards. But can he do anything? No DRS, of course, for another 2 laps. As the top 4 are losing Gandalf a tiny bit. Gandalf now a second behind this group. The top 4 are separated by about a second. Really close from the 4 of them. I will keep up to date with the people lower down the field, because there must be some good action across the field. Filthy Ghost already up to P13 and catching Christie. But we're going to stick with these 4 just at the moment. Gandalf has actually caught this pairing. And there's a big lock-up. A big lock-up from Viva. And I think Algari's about to lose the position to Gandalf. Someone has just gone into the pits, I think. Algari has. He must have got front wing damage from that lock-up, I think. Algari is into the pits. Let's stick with Brewdog, who is still battling with Energy Dan for 5th place. A nightmare for Algari. Really unlucky. I think someone locked up. I'm not too sure. It looked on my screen, it looked like Viva, but I'm not sure if it was now. Viva still really close to Black Panther. Black Panther struggling to get these hards to work. Let's go down to SR Racing, who is battling with Angry Badger for 9th place. And Filthy Ghost, Angry Badger has actually got Mr. Potwash for 8th. As Angry Badger went wide, and now Mr. Potwash has actually retaken the lead, retaken 8th, sorry. He's retaken 8th position. Some great battling along the field here. Angry Badger will be upset with that. Just went a bit too wide into that corner and could not keep it. Mr. Potwash does retake P8. But Angry Badger is actually side by side with him, and he retakes P8 from Mr. Potwash. Uses his DRS, he's not DRS, ERS, sorry. And he is back up to P8. Can Mr. Potwash do anything? And Salty Stevens have made the quickest lap now at 1:32.4. We'll be looking to try and get past Viva and Black Panther, but DRS has finally been enabled. Let's go back up to the top 3. Viva only 4 tenths now behind Black Panther. Not even a second. It's not even a second. Sorry, separates the top 3. Gandalf is actually losing this group 1.6 seconds behind the top 3. He's not losing them, but gradually he's getting a tiny bit bigger. He will want to get that down a tiny bit. But again, these 3 are super quick. Algari really unlucky, down now in P14. As Hybrid has actually taken Energy Dan for P5. He goes around the outside. Can he keep it? Yes, he does. He is up to P5. That was a great overtake from Hybrid there. Really enjoyed that. Just saw the end of it, but using the outside, great. And Brewdog is now hunting down Energy Dan, with Angry Badger right behind him as well on the terrace soft. So, but Salty Stevens is really struggling because Viva has DRS as well. As I think that was a big lock up from Black Panther, it looked like. Black Panther, a big lock up there. Let's go down to Brewdog, as this is the closest battle at the moment. As Filthy Ghost now sets the quickest out of 1:32.1. He is up now to P8. He's flying on that set of softs. Let's go to Salty Stevens now because he's only 2 tenths behind Viva. Viva will, of course, have DRS. I think Black Panther might have got... Did he touch the wall there? He's about to lose this position, I think. I think he's about to lose 2 positions. Black Panther's about to lose 2 positions, I think. He's really struggled there. I'm not sure if he got front wing damage. As now Viva is P1 and Black Panther. Oh, he nearly loses it. But he just keeps it. And Salty Stevens now up to P2. Black Panther really struggling on them set of hards. Did he get any damage? I just saw him. He went really wide into that wall. But did he get damage? Viva now P1. Viva is P1. Salty Stevens P2 and Black Panther is P3. And Gandalf is catching this lot again. So will Salty Stevens now be thinking, look, these hards look horrible. Would he be going for a 2-stopper? Would he think, I'll go for medium, softs? Because by the looks of it, these hards are horrible. And I think you could probably gain 20 seconds with the pace these hards look like. They're really struggling on them today. So, as Gandalf is actually about to take Black Panther, I think. Black Panther really struggling here. He's already 1.6 seconds behind the top 2. As Gandalf did go really wide there, so that will probably save Black Panther. But Black Panther really struggling, unfortunately, at the moment. But again, there is still 20 laps to go. As Brewdog must have got damaged because he is now down in P14, unfortunately. Put on a set of hards. As I think Viva has actually lost out to Salty Stevens. I'm sorry, I must have missed that, guys. Salty Stevens now in P1. But Viva, he will have DRS, so will he have a go here down this straight? Surely he will, and will he be able to get close enough? Black Panther has actually caught this group up again. All this squabbling, and Black Panther now back up only 4 tenths. The top 4 are separated by about 2 seconds. The top 4 are losing 5th place. 5th place now is 5 seconds behind. Filthy Ghost might be about to get Energy Dan here. It looks like he's going to have a go. Will he be able to? Oh, it's a great move from Filthy Ghost. Just breaks a bit later and will take P5. But again, he will be pitting soon on them softs, I imagine. Black Panther is having a go here at Viva. Viva now struggling on them set of hards. But Viva does have DRS. Would he ever go at Salty Stevens here? They're 3 wide, it looks like. Can Black Panther get P2? He does. He takes P2. He overtakes Viva. This is great battling for the pole, for top spot. At the moment, Salty Stevens is just keeping these 2 behind him. I thought Salty Stevens might actually start gaining a bit of a lead, but they're just fighting tooth and nail here. Black Panther, he really wants to get back up to P1. I don't think he's going to have enough room to go here, but he's having a go. He's locked him a tiny bit, but he does take P1. Algari is out. It must be a virtual safety car. So Black Panther's only going up P1. And then virtual safety car has actually probably saved him from Salty Stevens actually getting back to him. Angry Badger has got a 5-second penalty for... there's been quite a few 5-second penalties here as a lot of people are pitting. So, Black Panther has actually retaken the lead. He was P3 2 laps ago and he's actually retaken the lead. We have now got 3 DNFs, unfortunately. Angry Badger has also DNF'd from the race. So we are down to 12 drivers. So Black Panther is P1, Salty Stevens P2, Viva is P3, Filthy Ghost P4, and P5 is SR Racing. A Tier 3 driver is P5. Let's look at the position changes. So Salty Stevens is up 1 place. Filthy Ghost up 4. SR Racing is up 5. And we are underway again, Pro Beast has got a drive-through penalty, speeding under Pro Beast. It's gone even worse for Pro Beast, unfortunately. Gets a drive-through, which will not help him at all. SR Racing is up 5 places. Chrissy is up 2. Gandalf and Energy down 2. Hybrid is up 2. And Mr. Potwash is up 2. As Salty Stevens and Black Panther is actually fighting once again for P1. They're side by side going down the start-finish line. Black Panther still has P1 and he has DRS. So he does retake the lead. I'm going to stick with this group because I can't really go anywhere else at the moment because this is the closest battle and it's the great battle because it's for P1. It's for the race win. 3 drivers here. Black Panther is still in front. Will Salty Stevens have a go? No, he does wait. But Black Panther has gone wide into that corner. And he will really struggle now to keep him behind down this next straight. They are on 10 lap tyres. So there is 17 laps to go. As Salty Stevens must have a major problem here because he's now 1.7 seconds behind Black Panther. And Viva has actually also got Salty Stevens. Has Salty Stevens' tyres gone? Are they finished? Will he be pitting? Yes, he is. He's pitting. Be interesting what he goes on to. Let's go down to Gandalf, who is right behind Chrissy here on a new set of tyres. So surely this will be an easy overtake. But he's not close enough, it doesn't look like. I don't think he's be able to get him down this straight. He's going to have a go. Chrissy does leave him enough room, but as Hybrid now sets the quickest time on a 1:32.1. Hybrid is on a set of new mediums, so that's a great lap from him. Gandalf is losing a lot of time behind Christy here. He's really trying to get past him. He does have the straight in a second, as he does lock up a bit. As Filthy Ghost is actually up to P3 now. He's only 4 seconds behind the top 2. Viva is 2 seconds behind Black Panther now. We're going to stick with these two because with him down the straight, I'm sure he's going to have a great chance to get past him here. But he's not. Gandalf just does not have that straight line speed, as there is a caution in Sector 2. Hybrid, I think he's just taken... Salty Stevens has pitted at P9, and he's actually gone for a set of mediums, so he's not going for a set of hards. He is doing a 2-stopper. Salty Stevens is trying something different here. Can he get past Hybrid? Because he's really going to be effective if he doesn't. But Hybrid's really quick as well. So what can Salty Stevens do here? As Salty Stevens does take Hybrid, it looks like. But they are side by side. He's not going to fight. He's not going to give up easy here, Hybrid, because he's on a set of tyres that aren't old, and he's just set a new fastest lap. So he's going to really have to defend here, Salty Stevens, to get keep Hybrid behind. Because Hybrid, we know, he's a really quick driver. They're side by side. great racing. And Salty Stevens just about keeps the place for P8. He needs to get as far away as possible now from Hybrid. Mr. Potwash is just watching these two, seeing what he can do in P10. We're going to stick with these two, though, because I think Hybrid's got a great chance. He actually might lose a position here to Mr. Potwash. Luckily, he has got DRS, so he might be able to keep Mr. Potwash behind. But it's be really interesting here, as Salty Stevens is just going to see if he can keep them two behind. So Gandalf does take Christie. I did miss that. But Gandalf is up to P5. Salty Stevens. I think the Black Panther and Viva will be in probably lap 16, 17 possibly. You see the tyres have lasted 12 laps for Christie, so Filthy Ghost has got a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. It's an awful time for Filthy Ghost because he was actually doing really well. He's going to have to take that 5 seconds now, I think. Unless he had a 5 second for something else, because I don't think you can do that, but I'm not too sure. Let's go to Energy Dan, who is also fighting with Christie now for P5. Christie tyres must be awful right now. 13 lap mediums. They must be really struggling. As Salty Stevens is catching these two so quickly. Energy Dan looks like he will get Christie here. But Christie has got some great pace in that McLaren today. Down the straight, he's really hard to overtake. But Energy Dan does take the position. As Black Panther is now 3 seconds ahead of F1 Viva. Viva's got to try something there. Will he try and undercut Black Panther? As I think Salty Stevens is also about to take Christie for P6. He does. So Salty Stevens now up to P6. Anyone pitting? No. Christie does come in. Sorry, so Christie has come in, and Hybrid is out up to P7 with Salty Stevens up to P5 because SR Racing has also pitted. Salty Stevens now tracking down Energy Dan for P4. Salty Stevens obviously does have to pit again. He will be going for a set of softs at some point. I would imagine anyway. I like the idea from Salty Stevens though. He's just trying something different. He's seen these hards haven't worked too well, and he's going to be able to take P4, and then he's got 5 seconds. Sorry, 10 seconds, I think. Sorry, 5.6 seconds gap between Gandalf. So he's going to be able to set some great lap times here. He doesn't have to worry about his tyres getting too ruined because he's going to probably pit lap 21 or 22 again. So he can just go full throttle now. All he's got to do is try and keep Energy Dan down back behind him here. But Energy Dan's going to have a go at him here. He does think better of it. So Salty Stevens does keep P4. Black Panther has pitted from the lead, and he has gone into a set of mediums. Does he stay out in front of Salty Stevens? That is the question. They are coming down the first corner. Who's going to come out? Will it be Salty Stevens? Will it be Black Panther? Black Panther does come out ahead of Salty Stevens into P3. That was really important from Black Panther. Viva has to pit this lap, I think. And I don't think, because he was 3 seconds behind Black Panther, so he's not actually going to come out ahead of Salty Stevens, I'm afraid. He's going to be stuck in between Energy Dan and Hybrid, I believe. It's not great for Viva. He's gonna get caught into traffic. Filthy Ghost is now up to P6. He's just taken hybrid, but obviously does have that penalty. 5 seconds for that pit lane there, speeding. So Gandalf now in P2. Black Panther is catching him pretty quickly, same as Salty Stevens. But he doesn't have to pit again. As Viva has carried on, so he will be doing another lap on them hards. What is the closest battle? It is Filthy Ghost down in P6. He is catching Energy Dan for P5. Let's just go on with Filthy Ghost at the moment. So he's going to take Energy Dan here pretty easily, I believe. Even before the DRS is actually open. So Filthy Ghost is now up to P5. Black Panther now only 2 seconds behind Gandalf, and it's actually about 9 seconds behind Viva. Viva really struggling on them hards. Going to stay with Viva just to see if he is pitting this lap, or is he going to carry on? Maybe he's going for a set of softs out at the end. Let's see what he's about to do. He is carrying on. So does that mean he's going for a hard to soft strategy? Black Panther is now only 1.2 seconds behind Gandalf. He's catching him seriously quickly. Salty Stevens can't carry on with Black Panther's pace. 2.8 seconds now behind Black Panther. And Filthy Ghost is actually catching Salty Stevens for P4. Filthy Ghost has some great pace in that Red Bull since coming out of the pits on this new set of medium tyre. As Black Panther has actually already taken Gandalf for P2 and is only 7.4 seconds now behind Viva. Let's go to Salty Stevens, actually lost out to Filthy Ghost for P4. But we're going to go down to WBA Brewdog, who's actually fighting with Mr. Potwash for P8. Can Brewdog get Mr. Potwash here? Brewdog actually on an older set of hards, so it's a great battle this. Viva does come into the pits now. Let's see what type. He's gone for a set of mediums, so he's only doing 10 laps on that set of mediums. So Viva has actually going to come out in P7 behind this group, but ahead of Mr. Potwash. He's going to be really quick on this set of mediums, though. Should be able to get past Hybrid and Edgy Dan, and possibly Salty Stevens with pretty much ease, I imagine. But let's see, wait and see. Filthy Ghost is catching Gandalf here, and I think Hybrid, Energy Dan, and Salty Stevens will all have to pit. Filthy Ghost does take Gandalf here for P2. obviously Filthy Ghost does have that 5-second penalty. But can he get anywhere near Black Panther here? Because he's got some serious pace at the moment. He's flying, Filthy Ghost. He is catching Black Panther, and Black Panther has just locked up there, it looked like. Let's go down to Viva, who has already taken Hybrid for P6. Next on Viva's list is Energy Dan, and Hybrid has pitted from P7. Sure, he will be going on to a set of softs, I imagine. Viva now only a second behind Energy Dan. But let's go to Brewdog, who is still fighting with Mr. Potwash now for P7. When will the likes of Energy Dan and Salty Stevens come into the pits? As Mr. Viva has actually already taken Energy Dan for P5. He's flying on this set of mediums. He's catching everyone really quickly. He's going to catch Salty Stevens in no time, I imagine. As I would like to say, no one has got any penalties for warnings for corner cutting, which is really impressive. So Viva only 3 seconds now behind Salty Stevens. Filthy Ghost actually lost out a bit, and he's at 4 seconds now behind Black Panther. As can Salty Stevens get any? As Salty Stevens and Gandalf are both pitting, so Viva, he's going to be up to P3 without actually overtaking them too. Energy Dan gets a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Oh, it's a shame. Energy Dan was looking on for a great chance for some great points there, but that's not going to help him. What can Viva do? Can he catch up now to Filthy Ghost and then to Black Panther? He's about 10 seconds behind Black Panther now, but obviously on a very much newer set of tyres. Filthy Ghost has got to do another about 7 or 8 laps on their medium, so they're going to really get affected at the end. As Merck said, Salty Stevens still has to pit again. Yeah, he did go. He went to medium, so now he's on the softs. Let's go down to Salty Stevens because there's a three-way battle here. Gandalf takes SR Racing. Gandalf went on for a set of mediums. I'm very surprised about that. Salty Stevens now trying to get past SR Racing. Let's see if he is able to here. He really needs to get past SR Racing as soon as he can. I think he's going to try have a go, but he's just a bit too far behind. I will... As Mr. Potwash has also pitted. Salty Stevens still stuck behind SR Racing. Obviously SR Racing on a 7 lap hole tyres, sorry. As Salty Stevens is just following SR Racing here, trying to find the gap. Because he's on a very brand new set of softs, so he really wants to get past SR Racing here as quick as, because Gandalf is already 9/10 behind SR Racing. Who's going to break later here? It's really good battling, but I think Salty Stevens does have it, and he does. He is up to P5. Probably affected about 3 or 4 seconds there for Salty Stevens. Viva is catching Filthy Ghost as well for P2. Energy Dan is only 8 tenths behind SR Racing. As Salty Stevens actually taken P4 now from Gandalf. Great driving from Salty Stevens, already up to P4, but 16 seconds behind F1 Viva. Can he get into the podiums? He's obviously got to get to about 5 seconds closer to Filthy Ghost. There is 6 laps remaining. Filthy Ghost now 7 seconds behind Black Panther. Black Panther is running away with this at the moment. Let's go down to Hybrid, who is also catching SR Racing for P7. Obviously on a new set of softs, so I can't imagine it'll be too hard to get past. Mr. Potwash is actually catching his teammate Christie for P11. Will there be some team orders here? Can't imagine Christie will be trying to hold him up too much. But again, Christie, I think I said it, he has some great pace in that car. But Mr. Potwash, I think, does have the position. No, they're still fighting for the position. But Mr. Potwash does take P10. It was a very dangerous move there to go to the end, but he does take it. The worst thing that could have happened was they collided with each other, but as there's been contact between Gandalf and Energy Dan. I'm not too sure who is in the wall. Who was in the wall? Not too sure, but there was contact. And we have a full safety car. As this is going to... Surely the top 3 will be into the pits. Surely. They're going to have to come into the pits. The top 3 will be into the pits. I'm sure probably Salty Stevens, Hybrid. They all could come into the pits again. That everyone will be going on to a set. Christie will be going on to a set of softs. Because Christie, for some reason, gone to a set of mediums. This has made the end a very, very interesting dilemma. So, I'm guessing that the top 3 will surely be on for a set of medium, for a set of hards, a set of softs. Sorry, said everything except the softs. Let's see what Black Panther does here. I'm pretty sure he'll be in. Yep, he will. So Black Panther does come into the pits. Filthy Ghost, I'm sure, will be in as well. I'm sure he'll be coming on to us. Just be sensible. No pit. Don't get any pit lane penalties. Yep. So he's onto a set of softs. The top 3 are all on into the pits. Will Salty Stevens come in for a new set? That is the question. He does. Salty Stevens is into the pits. Does Hybrid. Hybrid also does, and then it'll be if Brewdog does. Can't imagine the others will. No, Brewdog has actually stayed out, and so has Mr. Potwash. So I think Salty Stevens, will he get ahead of Brewdog? He does. So Salty Stevens is up to P4. But Hybrid has actually lost out to Brewdog and Mr. Potwash. So everyone is set for Christie onto a new set of softs. We have 4 laps remaining. I think it'll be about 3 laps. I don't think there'll be any DRS, to be honest. Black Panther will be fuming at this safety car. He was so far ahead. He was about 8 seconds ahead of Filthy Ghost. Filthy Ghost will be loving it because he's got rid of his penalty. He's P3 and he's on a new set of softs. And we've seen he has got some great pace in that car. It's like a qualifying session now. It's who will be able to do the best laps and who has the best strategy, because best setup, sorry, because the pace down the straight is really going to be a big factor here. Because with no DRS, I can't imagine the safety car won't be in this lap, so it'll be in next lap, which means if I imagine rightly, there'll be no DRS. As Doug said, Viva was flying. Yeah, he was catching Filthy Ghost a lot there, but I don't think he had enough to catch Black Panther. So the penalties situation is just Christie with 5 seconds at the moment. Everyone is on a 2 or 3 stopper, and the position changes. Filthy Ghost is up 5, even though he's pitted 3 times, I believe, which is really impressive. Salty Stevens is down 1 at the moment. Brewdog is up 4, up to P5. Mr. Potwash is up 6. Hybrid is up 4. Energy Dan is down 1. SR Racing is up 1. Gandalf is the big loser. He's down 5 positions. Christie is 11th, up 3. And Pro Beast is down 5. He's still not catched up to the field, unfortunately, at the moment. Not sure if he came into the pits again. He's 13 seconds behind this group, and they are about to go through to sector 2. I'm not sure if the safety car will be in this lap. It'd be tight. Merckx has said DRS on the last lap, possibly. Yeah. Possibly, if the safety car comes in this lap. Okay, it is. Yeah, safety car is in this lap, so. So yeah, I think you're right, Merckx. Last lap will be DRS. So the last lap, I think, there will be DRS. Which will be very, very interesting. Black Panther needs to choose a better time here, because the last safety car, he kind of got Viva was really good. And he goes again, and Vivas does catch him again. So he's right behind him. 3 tenths separate these two. Filthy Ghost is the biggest loser there. 9 tenths behind these two. Viva is stalking Black Panther here. Can Viva do anything? Can he get another race win? Black Panther, obviously, we know he has great pace around here. Can he get a P1? Can he get the race win? Filthy Ghost now catching up to the back of Viva. As Energy Dan has taken Hybrid for P7. These 3 are battling for P7, 8 and 9th. Hybrid is actually could be the biggest loser here. But they're 3 wide. As Viva, there was nowhere to go for Hybrid. The 2 Hash drivers with the Aston Martin. We're going to go up to P3 though, because Filthy Ghost is right behind Viva. This is helping Black Panther loads, because he's got a second gap now on Black Panther. Sorry, on Viva. Viva, can he keep Filthy Ghost here behind? Filthy Ghost, he's going to have a go at him into Sector 3. Filthy Ghost will take P2, it looks like. But he does the switcheroo. Viva will take the switcheroo, and he retakes P2. That is a great move from Viva. Really clever there from Viva. But will Filthy Ghost have a go into turn 1? He does. They're side by side. And Filthy Ghost takes the position. He is up to P2. Can Viva stay close to Filthy Ghost here? Salty Stevens still close behind these two. 8/10. Let's go down to SR Racing with Hybrid and Mr. Potwash. Energy Dan has actually taken Mr. Potwash for 6th. SR Racing has got a great chance here to get Mr. Potwash, but Hybrid's having a go at SR Racing as well. Will Hybrid be able to take 2 positions here? I'm really trying to watch everyone. I don't want to miss the top though, but Mr. Potwash is still battling with SR Racing and Hybrid. Hybrid, has he a go? Mr. Potwash does keep position. Hybrid, they're side by side going into that corner. I think Hybrid, there's big collision there between 4 cars. Massive damage there, it looked like. Salty Stevens now having a go at Viva for P3. Viva could lose out on a podium here, unfortunately. But we're going to have, I think, do we have DRS? We do. We are going to have 1 lap of DRS. Who is going to get P1? Black Panther, 1.4 seconds. Viva is only 7/10 behind F1 Ghost for P2. And Salty Stevens is right behind Viva. With SR Racing retaking 9th. Hybrid is now down to P10. There must be a lot of damage between them lot because, well, there was 4 wide going in a car where it's only 1 car really should go. As there is movement everywhere down here. There's about 5 cars. Look at this. There's 6 cars. It's carnage. Absolute carnage. Gandalf is at the front of this and he's P7. This is crazy. I've never seen so many cars try and take 1 spot. Absolute nuts. This is crazy last lap. So I'm not even sure who's at the front now. But we're going to have to go to Black Panther, who has won the Miami Grand Prix with Filthy Ghost P2 and F1 Viva P3. Salty Stevens takes P4. Brewdog, what a result for him, takes P5. But I've never seen 6 cars in a line like that. That is unbelievable. That was a great end to a race. It was a great race throughout, to be honest, with battling along the field the whole way. But that last lap, the one car that didn't have DRS there, I felt so sorry for him. But your race winner in a Ferrari is Black Panther. He's got his strategy right. The Ferrari have actually guessed what strategy to use, and he's only got P1. He's got pole. He got a race win, but he unfortunately did not get the fast lap that was done by Filthy Ghost. But he won't care. He got pole, and more importantly, he got the race win. P2 is Filthy Ghost in the Red Bull. P3 is F1 Viva. He'll be happy with that. Seeing he didn't feel too well, he'll be extremely happy with P3. P4 is Salty Stevens in the Mercedes. P5. It's a great day for Ferrari, to be honest. P1 and P5 for Brewdog in P5. 6th is Energy Dan. 7th, Gandalf. 8th is Hybrid. 9th, Potwash. 10th is SR Racing. 11th, Pro Beast. 12th is Christie. And there was Angry Badger, Algari, and Joe Cree, who DNF'd unfortunately from the race. But wow, that was an exciting end to the race. As Twitch is kind of not kicking off. He's going a bit mad here. We've got Black Panther. He's pretty excited. He just went, "Oh my god, we did it!" Anarchy said, "What a race!" And he tagged Black Panther because, well, unbelievable from him. Black Panther, unbelievable, great race. I thought at the start on on them hards, I thought, God, he's going to lose it. I thought, but you brought it back, and unbelievable. SR races, prime example why I can't handle tier 2. Yeah, I was stressed out for you at the end. That was crazy. And Valetti said Gandalf made a crazy recovery after getting rammed into a wall. Yeah, again, great drive from everyone, I think, tonight. No penalties for warnings either. Just like to say that because it's not the easiest track to keep on the track at Miami. So, really good. So, yeah, well done, everyone. Massive well done to Black Panther. I think the likes of F1 Viva will be happy because he's extended his lead to Hybrid and King Kong. But he has got new challenges now because he's got Black Panther, not only Black Panther, but what a recovery from Filthy. Yeah, that's his name. Yeah, great racing from all. Well done, Tier 2. And it was a joy to watch. So, yeah, I'm Stains93. And good night.